The North will remember. The North will remember. Northern politicians are saying that the North will remember everything that Nigerians have said as a result of Buhari's death. I repeat, Northern politicians are saying that the North will never forget what Nigerians have said and are currently saying as a result of Buhari's death. Note that Buhari's death shook the foundations of Northern politics. I repeat, Buhari's death is a great loss to Northern politics and Northern politicians. We have three most popular figures in the history of Northern Nigeria. Three. The first person is Uthman Danfodio. The second person is Sir Ahmadu Bello, the Sardauna of Sokoto. The third person is former President Muhammadu Buhari. These three persons were worshipped like God in Northern Nigeria. And that popularity, I don't think any Northern politician, as of current, may enjoy that popularity, especially that of Buhari. Buhari was called My Gaskia in Northern Nigeria. So it is a big blow to Northern politics and Northern politicians. Now, what is going to happen? In the coming days, weeks, and months, there will be political alignment and realignment. Would it favor the current political status quo? North and South, North and South. Tinubu and the coalition. That is the reality. That is the policies we are playing. Tinubu and the coalition. The death of Buhari, what will it spell for Tinubu and the coalition? Let's start with the coalition. Like I said, nobody may enjoy the popularity these three men enjoyed in Northern Nigeria. Not even Atiku, not even El-Rufai. They may not enjoy it at all. But the reality here is that most Buhari supporters will be going to the ADC. Yes, because the ideology, the religious ideology, and the propaganda that the ADC will bring out this time around in Northern Nigeria would make, Nigerians are emotional. Nigerians don't really reason beyond politics and ethnicity. So you can use all these sentiments around ethnicity and religion to sway Nigerians to vote for you. So the ADC, with the likes of Atiku, El-Rufai, Buratai, Pantami, and co, would use this propaganda to draw some of these supporters of Buhari into their own camp. Mind you, the CPC of the APC have left the APC. The core members of the CPC have left the APC. So most APC that are supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the ADC will use emotional blackmail, religious sentiment, ethnic sentiment to draw them to their side. Others would want to follow a Kwankwaso and some other elements. But I believe 70% of Buhari supporters would naturally want to seek a leadership under Atiku and El-Rufai. Now there's going to be a problem. And that problem would emanate from those that will seek solace under the ADC. Because the ADC is a northern sentimental party as we speak. See, forget P2B getting the presidential candidacy representing the ADC. Forget P2B. Well, if it happens, it's going to be a miracle. Nothing cannot happen. Anything can happen in politics. So we look forward to it. But Northern Nigeria, the coalition, ADC coalition today, has formed is a Northern Fulani sentiment. Uthman Danfodio was the Fulani. The Ahmadu Bello, President Buhari, is the Fulani. So you look at it critically. No Hausas. The Fulani, it shows how Fulani has conquered Northern Nigeria. No Hausas. That one self, the point don't enter. It shows how Fulani has conquered Northern Nigeria. The three most popular persons, no single Hausa person amongst them. Uthman Danfodio, which everybody, almost all Northern leaders are aligned to his ideology. Both an article that is claiming that is liberal. All of them are conservatives. 80 to 90% of Northern politicians are conservative to the ideology of Uthman Danfodio. That is how popular that person is. Now, the killing of Sir Ahmadu Bello, regional head then, made him popular. He was much more popular after his death. The coup on him made him much more popular. He was popular at the time, but the popularity got into another level after his death. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari, like the worship, this Northerners worship Buhari may not be transferable genuinely to another person. But for political reasons, most of Buhari supporters would not support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mind you, the southern part of Nigeria, led by the Southwest, has political power in control of all the agencies of government. And you know how elections are being run. You know how politics are being played in Nigeria. It is not a fair game. The Northerners laid the foundation for all this corruption we have in Nigeria today. So whatever the South, under Tinubu, does to them, they deserve it. However, let's go back to Northern Nigeria. There will be a problem between an El-Rufai and Atiku at the end of the day after 2027. It's either Atiku wins the elections or Atiku's career will be destroyed. Atiku career will just end. Nobody go on field Atiku that has the consensus of Northern Nigeria. So people like El-Rufai, they are preparing themselves for 2031. El-Rufai is not so eager to run for presidency. He's not even like, he's not a do or die thing. He's not so desperate. El-Rufai is calculating 2031. If they try it with Atiku and Atiku fails, which most people might want him to fail, however, because of their personal ambition, their personal interest. Like I told you, politics, not emotions, no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, just permanent interest. So that alliance, that's support from Buhari to the ADC, handled by El-Rufai and Atiku, would expire 2027 if Tinubu wins that election. There will be fights among them. North is currently destabilized, and these political actors, in quote, would want to move to stabilize it by containing the supporters of Buhari. Like I said, nobody can. The current people I see now, the current political players I see now, nobody may be as popular as President Muhammadu Buhari. Nobody. With the current people, maybe in the future, and even that future self, they will not divide Nigeria. I'm telling you beforehand, though, if you're not and watching this, I'm telling you beforehand, by then they will not restructure Nigeria. You see, that's why everybody needs to prepare a house. Prepare your house very well. This issue of supporting somebody because of tribe and because of religion, in the long run, when everybody go to share the property, Nigeria go right in will very soon. Nigeria go right in will very soon. Everybody will come together, come share the property. Now, because you refuse to, 47 years of not really Nigeria, enjoying positions, topical positions everywhere, in the military, immigration, everything, 47 years, the North has nothing to show for it. Eventually, that's why they are kicking against restructuring of Nigeria, because at the end of the day, they may be going back empty-handed. I don't know why some people see this thing about religion, ethnicity and religion, the sentiment is destroying people so much. The people at the helms of affairs, they use this thing to deceive you. Now people are angry that they not to remember. You are saying this against President Buhari. You are saying that against some Yoruba politicians are using it as propaganda, setting up an agenda. They will bring Igbo into the mix, trying to cause one kind animosity amongst the North and Igbos and everything. They will tell you that, you see, almost all Igbos are abusing Buhari on this, blah, are saying evil about Buhari. Peter will never be president. That's what they are saying. And they know that Northerners are gullible. These Southwest politicians have not learned their lesson. You are emotional about such topics. You are not looking at good governance capacity. You are using religion. Religion that has not paid you at any point in time. Ethnicity that does not bring food on your table. So the Southwest, which you know that all Nigerians all over, the first people that rejoiced that their video popped up is in Northern Nigeria. But some people are playing politics around it. See, all of these Yoruba politicians, they use style. See Southeast. So that the North will want to restore that alliance. Fulani is not deceived though. It's only Hausas that will be deceived though. Fulanis, they know who they need to deal with when they get into power. They know very well. That is why we're asking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have to restructure Nigeria. You have no option. Now, Northern Nigeria is very weak politically. Buhari's death, Northern Nigeria is running helter-skelter scamper. That's how the death of Alexander the Great led to his generals fighting, blah, blah, blah. Till today, where did they bury his body? We don't really know. Where they buried, under a church or somewhere far away, somewhere around there. The same with Buhari's death. And this is an opportunity for Bola Tinubu to take hold of, to play the politics. Not me go tell him how he go play politics. He knows. Tinubu is one of the luckiest presidents under this current corrupt system. This compromise system. Tinubu is one of the most luckiest politicians. Having this kind of Nigerians, gullible, foolish, emotional Nigerians, where they can sway their emotions left, right, center. They can bring in ethnicity, whatever, bigotry and everything. They can bring in religious sentiments. Tinubu is one of the most luckiest politicians. Things are just happening for this guy to have his way 2027. I'm telling you. Things are just happening. Like I told you, this one that just happened. Some things are going to happen in the future. You'll be shocked. Nigeria as it stands will not survive the test of time because in the first place, it is not designed. I'm telling you, there are predictions made by the US, so yeah, Nigeria will not be stable and blah, blah, blah. They know. Those people that created Nigeria know. And they are even surprised that Nigeria has not divided yet up to this time. But Nigeria is moving to that brink. And it will be the handiwork of a southern presidency. Not these northern people joining together. If you want to try it, Tinubu should not restructure Nigeria. And let's see what will happen. Don't restructure Nigeria. Don't do anything. Just go there, build your base and the Lekki, whatever. Become the biggest landlords there. Retire there. When you retire, you go like Buhari. The same thing. Somebody will have to be in power there and will take advantage of the fact and solidify Fulani's grip on the presidency. However, I'm telling you, you see, South will be the most favorite to clinch on to presidency after northern Nigeria. If we want to take this route, my brother, our destinies will be wasted. That's why I'm shouting at the top of our voice. This is the right and the best time for a President Bola Tinubu to restructure this country, release Nnamdi Kanu, implement the 1963 Constitution, the confirmed report, let everything be amended. Everybody will have to go to the center. After Tinubu's 8 years, don't think that Tinubu go want make the power, the center weak under his own administration. No. You see, he don't dig the foundation. You know what is foundation? He don't dig the foundation of restructuring. He is digging the foundation to an extent whereby if you want to destroy the building, go dey hard for you. You never see building where you dey hard to destroy. You go carry different crane to destroy yourself na wala. So the foundations for restructuring is being built under this administration, and they are going to move to the next level. The north is going to be porous. Yeah, see, the north is exposed to all sorts of attacks. No shield anymore. I've said this before that Buhari's death, Buhari being alive, is one of the reasons why Tinubu never they give all those northern politicians that served under him and his loyalists rough tackle. Now you go see El-Rufai and co, Malami and co, Hadi Sirika and co. All those guys, they will be fidgeting by now because they may not know the move of Bola Tinubu. But I trust the Fulani. The Fulani never gives up. Even though they are dying now, the Fulani, what he's going to do, they are going to do. Naturally, they're supposed to like soft pedal, make southern people run their package, carry the presidency, give a P2B, let them slug it out. Don't let any northerners come out. Let them slug it out. The best southerner wins, and anybody that wins continues. Soft pedal wait for 2031, the turn of northern Nigeria. But they are afraid. And they are putting those. They underestimated the Bola Tinubu. Nigeria underestimated Tinubu. They never expected Tinubu to pull this stunt that he's pulling. They have not waken up from their sleep. They are still dreaming. Is it not Tinubu? Look at what El-Rufai was saying. Tinubu cannot win election. They never still believe that Tinubu can pull all this stunt. You hear about constitutional review, Abi? You hear about it. You don't hear them. Okay. Little by little, they implement them. It goes straight by straight. They are doing it with all their might. I don't know why Tinubu wants to restructure Nigeria. I don't know. From what we've seen so far, I don't know. But I'm with him on making the Fulani less powerful in northern Nigeria. If it were a Hausa-led northern Nigeria, look at all the most popular people in northern Nigeria. None of them is a Hausa person. None. No single person. It shows you how these guys have used all their skills conquer Hausas in northern Nigeria. Some people that are spreading hate on social media, Hausa influencers spreading hate on social media, not ashamed of themselves, are saying that Igbos will never be president in Nigeria. Some other persons from the southwest, Igbos will never be president of Nigeria, because of what they are saying about Buhari and this and that. And what the Fulani has done to the Hausas cannot be compared to what any other person would do to the Hausas. But yet, in their chains and in their slavery, they are comfortable in their slavery and chains and their stupidity. Their stupidity is profound, very profound. So as it is now, calculation don't change. Calculation. Southern Nigeria is ahead because of Buhari's death. I have said it before. Buhari is the only person that can mobilize northern votes against Tinubu, but he didn't do that. His spirit was supporting the coalition. Physically, he would not support it. Because why would it be that almost all his generals in CPC have gone to the coalition? Can't he tell them that have patience with this guy? Have patience with this guy till 2031. But all of them went to the coalition as any sign of, if they don't vex, they don't come out. Just more provocation, they come out. It tells you that the Buhari supports the coalition, but will not do it physically. Because a Fulani man will always be a Fulani man. Now, if they start charging some people to court now, a dead Buhari, they might put allegation for Buhari head. If they start charging Malami, Sadi, they will say Buhari said this, Buhari signed that. They can be obtaining different statements and all have you. I'm suspecting why Tinubu instructed Shetima to go and bring Buhari's body. Go and bring his body. So that some people don't go do abracadabra. Do some document signing left, right, and center on behalf of him. They don't go do abracadabra. So bring him here, let us see him here. Bring him in Nigeria, let's bury him. So that there will be no chance for, when I was minister, Buhari did this, Buhari did that, Buhari did that. When you go to court now, when they carry you go court, when EFCC investigate you, you know go say you sign one document. You know get time. So the real deal is that Tinubu is coasting home to become president of Nigeria. I'm an Igbo person. Don't be asking me what of Igbo presidency. Look at the P2B asking for 4 years. The guy don't fail. Asking for 4 years. Would a northerner ask for 4 years? Would a northerner? Having alliance, you know these people. You have been in politics for over these years. You know the kind of persons you are going into alliance with. And you walk into the trap. And the trap now, it don't catch you. Look at Labour Party. Labour Party chairman, we saw him with Wike. Labour Party chairman with Wike. Wike, they form own coalition. Maybe PDP and Labour Party go form their own coalition and present the candidate. And the most funny thing is that all those are Mushroom Party. PDP don't even turn to Mushroom Party. No relevance, no nothing to show. No nothing to show. Okay, let's look at the update of Buhari's burial. He said, I have received information that the president remains with depart London at 6 a.m. tomorrow Tuesday and arrive at Katsina Airport around 12 noon. Therefore, the funeral will likely take place from 2 p.m. on Tuesday. May Allah grant him a place in Jannatul Firdaus alongside our departed parents, family members, and loved ones. So that is the update on Buhari. He's going to be buried on Tuesday. Vice President Katim Shetima pays a visit to Asha Buhari, the widow of the late President Muhammadu Buhari, along with her family in London. Buhari's family, they are mourning his death. Now, finally, if you tell me that Buhari, there's so many things to remember Buhari for. We know that he lived a fulfilled life. Personally, Buhari lived a fulfilled life. I just said it that he enjoyed the popularity. Many Northerners may not, 99.9999% of Northerners may not enjoy in their lifetime. Popularity the fame, followership, and the position, authority. He was head of state for 2 years, president for 8 years. A Buhari. So personally, he lived 82. Now my mind, 82 is a long life now. Someone that has grandchildren, has children, 82. But when you talk about leadership, don't call Buhari inside there. If you're angry that people are saying that Buhari destroyed Nigeria, you campaign, when you are writing a tribute, you write about what he has done. Now, Nigerian Air should be named Buhari Air. That Nigerian Air. The rice pyramid should be named Buhari Pyramid. These are his. Buhari, like every other person, has shortcomings, and we should not fail to call out shortcomings. If not, we are deceiving ourselves. Because you are supporting Buhari or you're a Northerner, does not mean that people will not call out the shortcomings of someone who ruled Nigeria, multi-ethnic. The way they think is different from the way you think when it comes to that aspect. Good leadership does not have tribe. But Nigerians are making good leadership look like it's a tribal thing. They are making it look so... man. Talk about Buhari's achievement. Use it to shut down the mouths of people that are saying ill about Buhari. That's the best way. The best form of defense is attack. Hit them with Buhari's achievement, what he did. Verifiable. Look at Yar'Adua. 2 years Yar'Adua. People are praising this man. People are all over Nigeria. It tells you that no matter how it is, if you like, carry lie, wear as dishonesty, carry and wear as agbada, it cannot outshine the truth if you even though you wear it as a cap. It cannot. Truth will always stand. Truth will always endure the test of time. So begin to tell people the truth about Buhari. For those that are using politics to play whatever, we know the kind of things we are in. But that restructuring, restructuring of Nigeria will set everybody will reset themselves. May God help Nigerians.